Good afternoon, everyone. This is Dr. Ana Valdez from the Latinx Education Collaborative. I'm coming to you on a Monday. Usually I'm on these live calls on Thursdays with Ask an Educator, but today we have a very special interview that we wanted to bring to you because we have some exciting news with one of our partners, community partners, and you'll get a chance to meet her and her outstanding project that she has going on. So without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, I present to you Marisa Moreno and Alicia. There you are. Hi, Bagoo. How are you?
I'm doing good. How are you?
Thank you. Hi, Marissa. How are you?
Hello. Good. How are you?
Good. Okay, so on your name there, we see Marissa and Bagoo and Marisa. Tell me,
That's okay.
tell me a little bit about who the two of you are, and we're going to get into this whole Blessings by Nini and Bagoo, which is following your name on the screen here.
Yeah. So, we are the founders and co-owners of Blessings by Nini and Bagoo. We are a nonprofit, newly established.
Yay!
Um,
Congratulations.
Thank you. So we got our nonprofit on Friday. It's very exciting news. But yeah, we started this store last year. It's been something that I've always wanted to do.
Mm-hmm.
And it's I don't know how to explain it. It's a dream that has now become a reality.
Awesome. So tell us a little bit about who you are and just some background information.
Sure. So I am a single mama raising my baby, and I work all the time. I'm very big volunteering in the community. I do a lot of the low riding scene. I'm part of Sit Low Car Club, Sit Low in the House.
Whoop, whoop.
And Bagoo is, who are you?
I am the other founder of Nini and Bagoo, and I'm in sitting low with my mom, and I have my own lowrider bike.
What?
Out there, we won about 2 rewards.
Five. Yep.
5
You've
rewards.
got 2 and I've got 3.
Yeah.
Wow, together, man. You're a winning team there. So
Yes.
tell me, Bagoo, what grade are you in?
I'm in 5th.
Okay, do you want to do any shout outs to your classmates?
Yeah, I have a shout out to Bella Marie Megan, and I have another shout out to so her name is Natalia,
Mm-hmm.
and I forgot her name, Ariana.
So Natalia, Ariana, and who was the other person that you said?
Bella.
Okay, so shout out to them. Do you
Oh,
want to
and also I have one more.
Okay,
Anai.
Anai?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, awesome. And what school do you guys all go to?
She doesn't go with me.
Okay.
Anai doesn't come with me.
She's a high schooler.
Yeah, Anai is a high schooler, and the rest of them go to Apache Elementary.
Okay, so Apache Elementary in the house. Whoop whoop. How about your teacher?
Oh, I love my teacher. 2 of my teachers are Miss Hornick, and one of my teachers that I actually stay with. Her name is Miss Meyer.
Okay.
And her name is literally Meyer. Yeah, not her last name. It's just her name.
Her name. So Miss Meyer.
Mm-hmm.
And then what was the other teacher's name?
Miss Hornick.
And Miss Hornick. Okay. Awesome. Miss Meyer and Miss Hornick, we're giving you some shout outs from Bagoo. Whoop whoop. Okay. So Marisa, you and Bagoo have established this new 501c3 called Blessings by Nini and Bagoo. Mm-hmm. So we know who Bagoo is, right? Right there sitting on your shoulder like you're a parrot. There you go. Yeah. Tell us a little bit about Nini. Who is Nini and what's her deal? Besides the low riding, working a lot and a single mom and, all of that.
So The name Nini came from my godkids.
Okay.
Um, everybody says they're Nina, they're Nina. Well, my kiddos, they all call me Nini.
Okay.
And so Nini is the godmother that's always around, the one that sticks around and that picks up the slack when she can and does whatever she can to make everybody happy. But Nini is also the one that wants to make sure everybody's okay. Not just me and my daughter or my family, everybody, meaning our entire community.
Gotcha.
She's the one that is out there making sure that, the homeless have toothbrushes. We carry around in the car a package, and they're all little packets. They've got like Q-tips, toothbrushes, hair combs.
A
Like a
bandana,
yeah,
like
a hair. I don't
hair
know,
cover,
like a shower cover, like a
Sure.
shower
Cap.
shower cap. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
stuff like that in them, and
we also bring around like coats
mhm.
and hats and gloves.
Okay. Wow,
Yeah.
that sounds really, really helpful for a lot of people. So tell me, either one of you, Nini or Bagoo, so now we have your alter personalities. Why do you do this? I know you talked a little bit, Marissa, about being a single mom, and you're a Nini that wants to make sure that people are taken care of, and you're the one that's there for others. Why is that so important?
Because there was a time in my life when I couldn't afford Christmas.
Mm.
And at that time, I was looking for an outlet, some place to get help, somebody, anybody. And I went to different charities, different organizations, and they were either full or I missed the deadline. Um, but that was weird. There was one
Right.
organization that said, "Oh yeah, we can help you and sign up here, and then we'll give you a date and time to come and shop." I was like, "This is great." At the time, I was married. We had 4 kiddos living under our roof, and it was just difficult. Times were hard.
Mm-hmm.
So I showed up at this organization, and I had to show proof of residency. I had to show proof of kids, and that was fine. And then they asked me for money, and I had $20 in my pocket, and they wanted $20 for me to shop for my family size.
Mm.
So in my head, I had to figure out, do I give them my $20 and figure out dinner for tonight, a different direction, and get gas in my car, figure that part out? Or do I just say, never mind, I got to get gas and I got to get food?
Mm-hmm.
So I just said, you know what, here, gave him the $20, went in, was able to shop. Each of my kiddos got an outfit, a coat, hat, gloves, and a gift. And then you get towards the end and you get food.
Oh.
So that was great. But I felt belittled in a sense, because nowhere did they ever tell me I was going to have to pay.
Mm-hmm.
It was supposed to be free.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm not one to ask for a handout. I'm not one to make anybody feel less than. But that day, I definitely felt less than.
Mm-hmm.
And I would never want somebody to feel that way,
Mm-hmm.
the way that I felt. So luckily, at the end of the night, when I got groceries from them, I used what they gave me to use for Christmas dinner. I used to make dinner at home that night.
Okay.
And figured out Christmas another way.
Mm.
So it was embarrassing, which it shouldn't be, but I was embarrassed just at the simple fact that I didn't feel like I was, I don't know, like deserving, which, yes, I know I was.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely do, because it wasn't just me that's deserving, it was my children.
Mm-hmm.
My husband at the time, his mom was living with us at the time. So I just felt like I had to figure it out.
Right.
And I don't want anybody to ever feel like they have to figure it out.
Right.
So I want to be able to, well, we want to be able to, right? Make sure that everybody has what they need and not be embarrassed and not feel less than and not feel worthy to do what they can, what they need, and to make them feel whole.
Yeah.
I just want people to feel whole.
Yeah. Especially at a time when they're having a whole bunch of feelings, right?
Right.
That coming to ask for help. Well, first off, let me say, I am so sorry that happened to you. That is not a great model wherever that organization was or is, or however they operate. I think it's difficult to one, ask for help when you desperately need it, and being able to have that courage, like you said, you had to put almost everything that you knew as far as self is concerned aside, so that you put your kids first, right?
Right.
I think that unfortunately we see that way too many times for our families and our communities across the city and across this country, that they have to make choices. And
Right.
it's not just families; it's elderly and it's single people. They have to make choices between whether they buy a gift for Christmas or whether they buy dinner that night or whether they put gas in their car for work the next day. And those type of choices are really
They're
uh,
hard.
they're hard. Yeah, absolutely, they're hard to make. So the fact that you're willing to take some of those um, tough decisions out of the game, so to speak, so people can have a gift or have a meal, I think is awesome. Um,
Yeah.
so you started this about a year ago, you said, right?
Yes.
But
So
that's not like the first time
that's
that you've done any of this. So
no.
kind of back up a
Um,
little bit and tell us, like, when did you really see, like, this is something I want to do, and this isn't your full-time job. This is a work of passion. So
right.
take us back a little bit to when you really started this whole endeavor of bringing these type of opportunities to people in our community.
Um, so roughly a year ago, um, this month actually, one of our lowrider legends passed away.
Okay.
Ephraim, everybody called him Preacher.
Mm-hmm.
So Preacher Gonzalez passed away, and I have known Preacher since he came to Kansas City back in the early '90s, and he was a man of God,
Mm.
and he was, through a lot of things that I went through in life. Um, he was somebody that I knew if I reached out, he was going to help me, whether it was through prayer or whether it was through trying to point me in another direction, or if it was just to listen, you know. So when there was a time when I got separated, obviously, and I went looking for Preacher.
Mm.
And of course I found him, and I was just talking to him, explaining to him like what was going on in my life, and that I just needed help. I needed a prayer, and he prayed with me and he talked with me, and he let me cry and he let me scream and he let me be angry, and then he said, "Okay, now you're done.
Mm.
Life is going to go on and you're going to be an amazing mom. You've got so much going for you. You're done with that. Let's move forward. How do we do that? What does that look like?" And he was just somebody that anybody in our community could go to. So when he passed away, that shook my core,
Mm.
and it was very sudden. Nobody expected it. And so it was one of those times where it's, what do I do now?
Mhm.
And so reached out to his family. How can I help? What can I do? So I helped with organizing part of the service where we did the a lowrider cruise
Mm.
from the church over to the site. and I helped to get that going. And that was just something that made me feel good. It made me feel like I was doing something positive because he had done so much positive within our community, not just with me and
Right.
not just with Bagoo, but everybody. Um, so I helped organize that, and I helped get the shelter and get food donations and, anything I could do to take the weight off of their shoulders.
Sure.
Um, so then I felt good, but I was like in the back of my head, I'm like, I want to do more. Well, exactly 1 month later, another lowrider legend passes away. Matt. So Preacher was with Viejitos Car
Mm-hmm.
Club, and
Mm-hmm.
Matt Reyes, they call him the Drifter or OG Matt. He was founder and president of Soul Survivors Car Club, and he was actually the first person to ever introduce me to the lowrider scene. I was 3 years old, and he was my mailman.
Hmm.
And so he was our mailman up until he retired.
Wow.
Yeah. And so I literally have known Matt and his family my entire life.
Mm-hmm.
And the first cruise I ever went on was with Matt. I was like 9 years old.
Mm-hmm.
And he brought his car to my house, and I got to go cruise through my neighborhood with him. It was the coolest thing and the best cruise I've ever taken, because it was just both of us in his car, and he's explained to me the lifestyle and why he loved the lowrider scene
Mm-hmm.
and how his car club was coming about. And it was just an experience that I've kept with me all these years.
Yeah. Sounds
So
like it.
when Matt passed away, that just took me down a rabbit hole, and I didn't know how to climb out of it on my own with losing two people that I've known my life, my whole life pretty much.
Right.
Um, so I got to thinking, and I was like, what can I do? I need to do something to honor these guys.
Yep.
So it started off real small, with a coat drive. And then it went from coats to coats and toys.
Okay.
Then it went from coats and toys to toiletries and home goods and kitchenware. And it ended up becoming an actual store.
Oh, okay.
So last year we held our store, and we helped over 300 people
Wow. Awesome.
came in through those doors, and it was absolutely amazing.
Mm-hmm.
And everything was off donations. And so, sorry, somebody knocked on the door, and my dog's going crazy.
My dogs can hear your dog barking, and they're growling. I'm sorry. This was such a delightful conversation, and then I just hear that.
The dogs want to go crazy.
I know, and they're like,
It's okay.
But like when Preacher passed away,
mm-hmm.
I because he's been there like the whole time I was alive,
Mm-hmm.
and when my mom introduced me to Preacher, because I was old enough to understand when I was 3, just like she was introduced. She introduced me to everybody and said, "Oh yeah, hey, this is Preacher, and Preacher, this is my daughter." And I was like, "Oh hi," and like sometimes like when we would go on cruises and I would be very tired, he would let me lay on his like go into his car and start like laying down. And like one time we were going cruising and we stopped by at Sinclair, and it was like a cruise like the last cruise before, like the day before he passed.
Okay.
So I laid in the car and I was like, hey, thank you, Preacher, I love you. And I love that I said I love you, because as soon as he passed, he knew that I still loved him.
Yeah.
And then when it came on to Pat, I start like that's when like my spine literally went shivery.
No, with Matt.
Yeah, with Matt and Preacher, because they've been there my whole life. They've been protecting me just like my mom would, and they were there. And ever since I saw like I lost him too, I couldn't breathe, and I couldn't just know that they're not alive anymore.
Mm-hmm.
which got me a little bit sad about it, but mostly I couldn't breathe because I didn't know how to be without them because they were so important.
Yeah.
And then my mom was like, I had to talk with my mom.
Mm-hmm.
I told her how I felt, and she helped me move on from it. And she's like, we all know we have to move on from things, even though if it's hard. So I like that came. And one day we both woke up and we were like, hey, Mom. And she's like, hey, babe, let's make a store. And so we started going one by one and slowly creating it. Then it got into a big thing, and just I helped a lot of people with their groceries and all that. And I could tell like they really needed it. Some of the kids started crying to see all the toys because they
Sure.
haven't seen them in a long time, and that made me tear up a little bit. But I hugged my mom and like we did it. We did it.
Yeah.
We helped over 300 people, and I was very surprised. I saw everybody smile on their face. They loved it, and I love that they were there.
Wow, that's such a beautiful story. And what you were probably feeling, Bagoo, is the fact that that was love, that you couldn't breathe, and that was just a whole bunch of love that stuck right there with you. So thank you for sharing that. That's just a lovely story. And those two gentlemen that you were mentioning, they're very lucky how much that you loved and cared for them. So, it goes both ways. It goes both ways. Sorry, I'm all teary-eyed and I can't see my nose, so I apologize. So tell us how can people get involved and support this wonderful effort that you have going on?
Donations.
Okay.
You know, through donations, through volunteering their time, to come and help us just to get organized.
Mm-hmm.
That right now, that is the biggest thing that we need help with, is getting organized. I can't handle looking at all the boxes. It freaks me out and I get anxiety,
Mm-hmm.
and I just, because there's so much stuff. And I'm not saying I'm not taking any more donations, because that's the only way it's ran.
Right.
So I will always take, I have donations sitting in my living room. I'm seriously.
Yeah, it's literally
I've
there.
got 3 boxes
and one whole trash bag.
and a trash bag in my living room. So I help with, donating their time. If you've got a high school kiddo that needs service hours, I'm here. I
Okay.
will do service hours. If you just want to help out, no need to have service hours. You just want to help, I'm always open to taking volunteers to come in and help out.
Okay. How can they get connected with you?
They can use her email, her phone number, and messages.
Okay.
To make sure, that's like the biggest thing that we need, because we don't know like who's coming into the store. So what we would like the most for volunteers are to contact and ask if they could come and do hours, or like come just to help. That
Okay.
would be amazing, because we don't know who comes through the doors unless they tell us like who they are and like what they're here for.
Sure.
And we really do need help with organization and donations, bringing them and transporting them from each month. So that's what we really need help with.
So are we sure this isn't just Blessings by Bagoo? I mean, you just over there. Come on, Nini. So, do you want to share your number out now, or how do you want?
So,
because I can ask Deanna if there's a way that she can put like an email or website.
We have social media. We have a Facebook page.
Okay.
It's under my name. It's Marisa Moreno. And then in parentheses, it'll say Blessings by Nini and Bagoo.
Okay.
We also have an email, and it's Blessings by Nini and Bagoo @gmail.com.
Okay.
And they can also,
and you see that now in the comments, folks.
Yes, I see those popping up.
There are the comments popping up, and Deanna's putting that up there. So
yes,
the Facebook page, Blessings by Nini and Bagoo, and then also the email is Blessings by Nini and Bagoo @gmail. So that's 2 ways that folks can get in contact with you.
Yes, they can also. got a website that I'm going to start making.
Okay.
So as soon as that's up and running, that'll be another way to contact. If they want to do by phone, they can text me. I don't answer phone numbers I don't know.
Sure.
But
You
they
just
can,
leave it like this, and then if you follow up with them, then you can exchange that
right.
information.
And
That
they
might
can also go on my personal page and message me. That might be a little bit easier sometimes, to message me directly there as well. But
sure.
also reaching out to LEC and CCA, you
Okay.
know, they can reach out to you all there as well. I talk to Deanna pretty much daily, if not every other day.
Okay.
We've got very good communication there as well. So, any way that, that they feel comfortable or works for them is
Okay.
good for me too.
Perfect. Okay, so that's the how they can get involved. Do you have anything coming up? Any kind of giveaway set or do people just make an appointment and come in or?
It's based on appointment right now.
Okay.
I do have some things that I will be getting rid of. I don't want to say getting rid of, but able to give away Halloween
Distribute.
costumes that I've got
Okay.
there. I will be posting those on Blessings by Nini and Bagoo,
Okay.
and it's one of those first come first serve type things because I know there's several. I just don't know how many. I don't remember.
Hmm.
That's another thing I need help with is inventory,
Okay.
tracking inventory. Um, so yeah, it's I've got that. We're going to help with some of the schools by funding, or not funding, but you need help?
Supporting.
Yeah, supporting. Some of the closets
Okay.
they
Yeah,
have at the schools.
absolutely. Sure.
I think they're called CAP.
Yeah, Cap.
Is that what
Okay.
it's called? I think. Um, so I've got Deanna. I believe it was Deanna and maybe Edgar. I can't remember. That's going to help out, or Yvonne. That's going to be helping out, reaching out to different schools to see what we can do to donate what I've got. Whatever I have that they may need.
Okay.
I know there's a school in Leavenworth that has reached out that we're going to help out. So it's not just inner city schools.
Okay.
It's not just because we're based in Northeast, so it's not just closed off to those that are in Northeast.
Hmm.
Anybody that needs help, I am down to help you as much as I can. I
Perfect.
don't care what your income is. I don't care how many people are in your home. I'm not going to ask you for proof of income or proof of people. I'm going off of your word because
Because she gets
I,
how it feels.
yeah, because I understand. I get it, and
That's beautiful. Yeah, that's awesome. We are close to our time because I promised you 30 minutes. And so I don't want to keep you because we could talk about this, and your side, your boss right there on your shoulder. She's got this whole thing rolled down. So we've got Blessings by Nini and Bagoo. There's a Facebook page. You can also Blessings by Nini and Bagoo, sorry, at Gmail. I don't know what I was saying there.
I disappeared.
Yeah, you did disappear on me. That's what it was. And then so people can contact you to volunteer. That was a great comment about anybody who needs service hours because high school, college, everybody can access that and be able to leverage that for those programs. And then if there is somebody that is in need of support, they can reach out to you and make that appointment to come and shop. And I say shop because
yes,
it's
there's still shopping. There's just no money exchange, but
that's
it's
right,
still shopping.
exactly. Any last comments, thoughts, ideas, something you want to share as we close out?
Yeah, it's be there,
Okay.
Stay there.
be open, yes, exactly. Stay there, be present, and it's not always going to be easy. There's going to be bumps in the road, but there's always a light at the end of the tunnel.
Yeah.
Follow your dreams, follow your heart, because we did.
Yeah.
And,
And you've got angels. It
yeah,
sounds like you've got a couple of angels that are still watching over you and
yeah,
feeding you subliminally messages about how to carry on and move forward. So that's beautiful.
absolutely.
It's beautiful. Well, thank you both very much for sharing your story with us, sharing your insights and thoughts, sharing your heart with us this evening. It is, we need, and we're so lucky to have the two of you doing this type of work. You can see some of the comments that, just the beauty that you bring to all of this. And we meet people sometimes at the worst possible times, but just being present and being authentic and helping them with heart, I think is just the most important thing. So thank you
Absolutely. Stay
both
true to yourself.
for doing that. So,
Thank you. We appreciate it.
yes. So you heard it, ladies and gentlemen. If you need to get support, reach out to Blessings by Nini and Bagoo. If you want to help and you want to support, reach out to Blessings by Nini and Bagoo at gmail.com or on social media platforms. Or you can contact the leckc.org and we can help you make appointments and come shopping as well. So thank you both very much. Thank you, Deanna, for bringing this great insight and great information from these two to this platform. Greatly appreciate all that you guys do in the community. And thank you both.
Thank
Love
you.
you. Thank you for having us here.
Take
Thank
care.
you.
Have a good night.
You too.
You too.
I should have known. I don't know why. I thought, okay, if I really did something, really fit. That's all I got.
How did you think it went?
Okay, amazing. You were really good. I was hoping to be on.
You see me crying. I'm like, oh my God.